Hello, I'm Maura Carley, founder and president of Healthcare Navigation, and today I want to explain a little bit about how your hospital benefit works if you're on Medicare. And the reason it's important to understand that is so that you understand the importance of also buying a private Medicare supplement if you're on original Medicare and verifying what your hospital benefit is if you've joined a Medicare Advantage plan, which I hope you know means that you've opted out of original Medicare. So with original Medicare, you have 150 days in a benefit period. So it's very, very different than how group coverage or individual coverage works, especially since the reforms of the Affordable Care Act. But let's just stick to Medicare for a minute. You have unlimited benefit periods in your lifetime, but you can never have more than 150 hospital days at one time. So let's go through how this works. You go into the hospital and that starts a benefit period. And let's just say you stayed for 30 days. You'd be discharged from the hospital and your benefit days would then be reduced to 120 days. And as long as you don't use your Part A inpatient benefit for the next 60 days, your benefit has replenished. So you're up to 150 days. Now, the last 60 days of your 150 days, and I know this is very tedious, are called lifetime reserve days. And if you use them, meaning, let's say you stayed in the hospital 100 days, so you've used 10 of your lifetime reserve days, you've actually then reduced your total Medicare benefit to 150 minus 10 or 140 hospital days in a benefit period. And, many people will say, oh, well, that could never happen to me, or I'd find a way to do away with myself or something like that, which is, not realistic. There were many, many, many people who had lengthy hospital stays during COVID. And the important issue, again, is if you're on original Medicare, buy a private Medicare supplement because that gives you an extra 365 days of hospitalization. Every supplement has an extra 365 days. And you have to look at what the exact benefit is in your Advantage plan. And the issue is that you can exhaust your hospital days. We've seen it. It's not common, of course, and the issue isn't usually staying in the hospital for more than 150 days. It's being discharged and readmitted and not having 60 straight days of not using your Part A. And we once dealt with a family who came to us after the wife had passed away, and she remained in a hospital for many months after exhausting her Medicare without the family understanding it. And the estate got a bill for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you never want to be in that position. It's so irrational that we have this convoluted way of structuring the hospital benefit for those on Medicare, and yet the Affordable Care Act prevents insurance companies from imposing any limitations, any caps on the 10 essential benefits identified in the Affordable Care Act, which includes hospitalization. So, there are many irrational things about our healthcare system, so we don't have to, look too far to find them. But One thing I learned from preparing for this video, which I've never stumbled across, and I'm happy I haven't, is that with psych hospitalizations, there is a lifetime maximum with Medicare of 190 days, which I never knew about. So again, if you're on original Medicare and you don't have a supplement, you should consider that. And if you're on an Advantage plan, please find out exactly what your hospital benefit is, because everyone should have catastrophic hospitalization. For those interested in history, there was a Medicare catastrophic hospitalization benefit briefly. It was passed and repealed under President Reagan. It was unpopular because the cost of it was going to be borne by just people on Medicare. Anyway, I won't go into that again. This has been long enough, but thank you for listening, and we will see you very soon, I hope. Take care. Bye-bye.